It's me, Dr. KSD. I am here today to encourage each and every one of you to never devalue how you feel when you feel it for however long you feel that way. You know, as grievers, we put on so many masks. We're broken and hurting and shattered inside. And what do? We walk out that house with our face done, hair done, beautiful smile on our faces. And why? Because we don't want people to judge and criticize us. You're still grieving? It's time for you to move on. You need to pray more. You need to go to church more. You need to get closer with God. Stop telling people how to grieve. And if you have not walked in those shoes, do not dare to open up your mouth and tell them how they need to get over the loss of somebody or something that they love and cherish. Don't you dare. And you as a griever, refuse to allow people to put their mess on you. You have a right to feel however you feel for however long you feel that way. I will wake up every morning missing my baby. Nobody will ever tell me anything different than that. I can't imagine in 20, 30, 40 years that I am going to wake up and not feel sad. But you know what I will not do? I will not allow anybody to tell me to move on. No, because that was my baby boy and my flesh and blood that I cannot touch physically. You can't tell me that I cannot mourn him. You cannot tell me I cannot grieve him. You cannot tell me anything about this journey that the Lord has put me on. You have no clue how I feel. And a lot of people like to say, I can only imagine. I can tell you this from experience. What I thought grieving parents were going through before Papa died was nothing. I was not even close to how I felt when he was actually gone. I felt a gazillion times worse. Grief has power that grows and grows exponentially the more you refuse to acknowledge it. Stop devaluing your grief and giving it the power that it has to take over your life completely. The more you're able to be truthful and honest about how you feel on a daily basis, the more power you take back from that grief. And yes, you still feel sad, but you won't feel burdened down. Grief will not win. Grief will not have you anchored down to that place in the past. But the only way you can cut the ties to grief is by acknowledging it. So do yourself a favor. Forget about those people around you who have no idea how to handle grief because they've never had to walk the road that you're walking. Forget about those cowards who just go along with tradition and society while all the while inside they are hurting and dying slowly. You deserve more than that. You deserve to not just exist, but to live. So live. Take your power back from grief and live.